In this video, I'm going to show you 5 essential 3-count punch combinations that you need to be working in your training, whether on the heavy bag, on the mitts, or adding them into sparring. Okay, essential 3-count combinations. Okay, there's all kinds of different combinations you can do, and I highly recommend that you develop, test, and find out which combinations work best for you and your body type. Okay, but these are just the basic 3-count combinations that you just need to practice. It's very, very important that when you start sparring, or eventually if you want to compete, you gotta punch in combination. You can't look for single punches all the time. Sooner or later, you have to put combinations together. The better combinations you can throw, the better fighter you're gonna be, okay? If you're just throwing one, looking for one shot, a good skilled boxer is gonna move and outbox you all day long. Until you can put combinations together, then you're gonna be a feared boxer. Okay, so now let's begin. The first combination, 3-count combination we're gonna work on is gonna be the cross, hook, cross, or peekaboo boxing number is gonna be a 2-1-2. So when I throw the 2, I'm not gonna be in a squared stance and throw it like this. There's gonna be no power. I'm gonna load it. I'm gonna slip, almost like I'm pretending a jab comes at me. I'm gonna slip, 2-1-2, and then move my head. Whichever combination of head movement you wanna do after this, you can do. Okay, so I'm here, I'm gonna load, 2-1-2, move my head. And I'm just gonna work on, put rounds in, repetitions in on the heavy bag, working these combinations. So let's take a look at it. So I'm gonna stand in front of my heavy bag. Okay, I could be moving my head, I could be touching with the jab. I'm gonna and move my head 2 to 3 times. So I did that, I'm gonna load it, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so again, I can load with the, measure with the jab, move my head, working speed and power. One more time. The thing you want to do when you're throwing combinations, I'm pretty tall, okay? I'm 6'2". So I have to make sure when I step in, I bend the knees. I'm in a crouch. I'm not going way down here. I'm gonna crouch, I'm gonna keep my head low, crouch down. I'm not bending forward, I'm crouching down and then rotating on the balls of the feet, okay? So when I'm here, I slip. When I throw that right hand, I rotate and point that rear knee down. I want to get my whole body weight behind that punch. Okay? Then since that foot is up, this one's down. When I go into that left hook, this back one drops, this one comes up, and I throw the hook to the head. Then that one drops, and the rear heel comes up. Getting this footwork down while I'm here, shifting, pivoting back and forth is very important. Most people I see punching, especially when they're starting out, is they move their upper body, but their lower body stays planted or still, okay? So you wanna be here, so I rotate. You know, I'm about 195 pounds now, okay? I wanna put 195 pounds into each punch. Okay, I want to put my body weight into it. I want to put my mass into these punches. Okay, so that is essential combination, 3-count combination number 1. Essential 3-count combination number 2 is going to be the opposite of the first one. The first one was a 2-1-2. This one's going to start with, you're going to load, 1-2-1. Move your head. Okay, so I'm here, I'm going to load, 1-2-1. Stay low, but I'm going to rotate. Let me back up so you can see my feet. I'm gonna rotate on the balls of my feet, okay? One foot is planted, this one's on the ball. Not on the toes, I'm locked down. I'm putting my weight into these punches, okay? So I'm here, okay, working the 1-2-1. On the heavy bag, same thing. And moving my head. Make sure I'm breathing out on my punches. Making sure I move my head after my last punch. That is combination number 2. Now let's move on to number 3. Essential combination number 3 is going to be that rear uppercut, 4-1-2. Okay, so I'm here. Remember, I'm gonna load that uppercut. I never throw an uppercut when I'm squared off. I'm gonna get my head off to the side. 4, 1, 2. Same thing. Every punch starts with the feet. The feet, you gotta understand that. Okay, so watch my feet. Head off line, rotate. See, the hip comes up on the uppercut. Slip up, the hip comes up, but I wanna pop my head up. I wanna keep my chin and my head tucked in between my shoulders. Okay, so I'm here, boom. So I rotate on that rear foot. Now this foot drops, this one pivots into my one to the head, the left hook. Boom. So I pivot, one motion. I'm not doing this. I'm not straightening the leg out. I'm just gonna rotate, getting that snap in the shoulder. Okay, then from there, see how this foot's loaded up? I'm gonna drop this foot and drop this pivot on the rear foot and drop the knee down into the 2. Okay, so again, here, boom, boom, boom. Okay, same thing on the heavy bag. I'm here, remember, I gotta be closer. Anytime I throw an uppercut, I'm gonna be closer to my opponent. I'm not gonna throw an uppercut out here, you're gonna catch a left hook. All right, so I'm here, locked down in my peekaboo stance. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Breathing out. Moving my head after my last punch. So it's gonna be a 4, 1, 2. Now let's move on to number 4. Essential 3-count combination, number 4. I'm gonna be facing, remember, I gotta get closer to my opponent. I'm starting with hooks. Anytime you start with a hook to the body, hook to the head, you gotta be closer to your opponent, all right? I'm gonna slip or load that left hand, and I'm gonna pivot. Okay, let me step back so you see my feet. Remember, when I load, so I go out, that rear heel pivots. And then I'm gonna throw the 5 to the body, which is a left hook. And then my hip is coming up. See, it comes up to the 5, and I'm trying to keep my head down low. And then I'm gonna load, come with the left hook to the head, and then fire the 2 down the middle. Pay attention to your feet. Make sure you're shifting your weight back and forth on the balls of the feet to get the proper punching power. Okay, you don't want to just stay, your feet can't just stay flat and you're punching like this. Okay, I'm gonna be here, then move my head after my last punch. I can step and slip, 5, 1, 2. Okay, on the heavy bag, I'm just gonna step in, move my head after my last punch. Okay, now quick little secret when you throw those double hooks with the same arm, if I want more power, I will load farther. Let me give you an example. If I want to throw the double hook quickly, I'll do this. You see how I'm only doing this, boom, boom. If I want more power, I will load farther. You got to understand about weight distribution. Anytime you throw a hook, an uppercut, or a body hook with that lead arm, or if you're right-handed, your left arm, you gotta load it. And then you gotta rotate and shift. Okay, and you gotta put your hip into each punch, your whole body weight. Okay, because you don't wanna just hit like that. That's a different type of boxing style. We're focused on peekaboo. We're gonna get in, poof, 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 and drop those hard, heavy shots. Okay, so that is combination number 4. Combination number 5, essential 3-count combination. Okay, you're gonna be in your peekaboo stance. I'm gonna step in, throw that 6 to the body, rotate into the 1 to the head, and then drop the 2 after the 1. Remember, pay attention to the balls of your feet, making sure you're pivoting back and forth, just moving, shifting your weight into each punch. Okay, so I'm here. I usually step on this. I'm gonna step 6, so the rear heel is up, and you can see my feet. The rear heel is up, then that one drops. I'm gonna rotate into that left hook to the head. Now the heel is up. Okay, then this heel is gonna pivot and drop, and that rear heel is gonna drop, and I'm gonna throw the 2 to the head. So on the heavy bag, same thing. I'm gonna step in, boom, 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 rotate. Okay, again, step, boom, boom, boom. Remember, when you throw that 6 to the body, you're hoping you drop his hands. Okay, you're hoping he drops his hands. So I come in, hit, left hook to the head, and then the 2 down the middle. That is the 5 essential 3-count combinations that you need to be practicing daily if you're doing peekaboo boxing style. Okay, these combinations will come in play when you're in sparring. Okay, that is it. Have a good day.